Hi, I'm Ollie.
Hey, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Kev.
And we're RavenEye.
RavenEye.
And we are hanging out with Front Row Phyllis. Check us out.
Hey, it's Front Row Phyllis, and I am coming to you live from House of Blues in Chicago, and I am actually backstage with, let's just say, UK's rock band, and that is RavenEye. Hey, guys!
Hey.
How's it going?
How are you?
Good.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Welcome. Let's jump right in and talk about your music a little bit, okay? So what I have heard is that your music has almost been referred to as deep and bluesy with a big splash of rock. They've also compared it to a little bit of Zeppelin, which is a huge compliment, I would say.
Convenient,
right?
right?
Look at that. He didn't even know I was going to say that.
We're synchronized.
So, exactly. So, how would you guys describe your music? Tell me, tell everybody, how would you guys describe it?
I guess that's a pretty good description. It is kind of
Yeah.
hard in your face rock, but we take our influences and we grew up on Zeppelin, and Soundgarden's a big influence in the band. We're all huge Cornell fans.
Okay.
So I guess we definitely live our influences, and that goes into the music.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, that definitely shows it. Now, I've also heard and read that your live shows is what they call killer. Okay, they actually have written
wicked.
that killer live shows and a must see. Okay, so what do you guys attribute to that?
I think it's a rock show. We want a performance. I think
Right.
the main thing is CD. You get a CD, you can put it in your car, and you listen to it, and that's all you get. But you don't really want that at a gig. Well, we don't want that at a gig. We want to
Right.
create this energy, this mutual energy between us and the crowd. So kind of whatever happens, and there's been bruises, been damaged guitars, lots of broken guitars in the process, and some almost dodgy incidents. We're always on the edge of falling over at any point in time. But it's fun. I think
Right.
it's definitely natural. Like the music, this pillow is driving me insane.
We'll get rid of it.
Yeah, forget it. But no, I think the music leads to it. It's definitely something that's not contrived. I'm not trying to be let's be that zany, out of this, world band. The music leads to be that kind of intense. Let's make a show out of it. And,
Right.
it's showtime at that point in time, and we love it.
Right, which is great. Now, we talked a little bit off camera, but I do have to talk about this, is that you had the chance to perform with Slash last year for several shows, right?
Yeah.
So, was there one or two things that you picked up from Slash?
He's super pro. He
Yeah.
comes out and they just smash out 2 hours, no problems, every night, like clockwork. And
Right.
it's just intense and in your face and
He's
rock
all
and
over the
roll,
place.
and it's just, even I'm not sure how old he is, but he's still rocking around, running around and jumping on the kit and stuff.
Right.
It's awesome.
So let's talk about your debut EP, which is Breaking Out. It's RavenEye Breaking Out, and I have to say that I read that within the first couple weeks, it was over 100,000 plays on SoundCloud, okay, which is huge.
Yeah.
And then it's climbing the charts on every single chart, including Amazon right now. So, how does that feel?
Incredible.
Right?
Yeah, it's wicked. You put the whole point of the EP was just to get local gigs in the UK. We just wanted to
Okay.
get pub gigs. So at that point, I kind of started my career again. I was doing something different at that point in time, and I kind of wanted to start from the ground up again with this band. And that EP was just to get venues to pay attention to us.
Right.
And it just grew, and we had some. We worked hard at pushing it hard, and we had a YouTuber that helped spread the word of the band as well, which was YouTube community is an incredible community, and
Right.
this guy put one of our songs on the end of his little videos, and people went crazy for it, and then they talked about it in the SoundCloud, and he sent people links, and it was surreal, really, because
Right.
it wasn't what the EP was meant for. It was meant for just and
Right.
now we're here, because of this EP, we're talking in Chicago, because we're live streaming gigs at the moment as well, and we get good Wi-Fi. So we're
Okay.
let's live stream Backstage, and then we thought about it for a couple of days, and we're like, no one will want to see that.
Right.
It's miserably boring.
Just-
We don't talk or on our phones.
I
it's-
sat around on our phones and
Yeah.
laptops,
Right.
to see that.
So how did you guys all come together, and how did you decide to, form a band and create music together and kind of be on the same page?
Sorry.
You're-
do that.
you know,
Sorry,
we're
you man as well, right?
We're
Well,
losing
next we're gonna
everything.
flip
Well,
the camera.
exactly.
But the next one, I was actually living in Toronto for a couple of years, and I started writing other music. And I found some of the songs I was writing, because I wrote by myself, had a drum kit, bass amp, I started writing heavier music. And went in to record a record, that was a 10-track, and I started noticing there was a few different songs that actually sounded a lot heavier, and I wanted to get it remixed. So I worked with a producer, an engineer actually, Warren Riker, who's doing the next record, about making the mix a lot heavier. And I moved back to the UK, I got in touch with Kev, I found him on, actually Facebook, conveniently, social media, thank you. On YouTube, I saw he's had a YouTube link on his Facebook. I checked out his playing, I loved it, and then he actually put Aaron in touch, and we all kind of hung out. I moved in with Kev to live back in the UK to kind of sort of get this band kick-started. And
Outside of music, because I know that there are a few things outside of music, what are some of the things you guys like to do?
I like rock climbing, actually. Bouldering.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And being into that. I know that makes some people cringe because of hands, and
Yeah.
obviously it's a really stupid thing to do, but
It's pretty cool.
yeah, it's fun. You know, I stopped caring. I realized I stopped doing a lot of things because of music, and then I realized, well, you know, I also want to be able to switch off and
Right, do other stuff.
yeah.
It's fun to be in America during the NBA finals. So
Yeah.
everywhere we stop,
Yeah.
there's basketball on the screen.
Yeah,
The sport
it's all
freak,
about
yeah.
basketball.
Really use him.
So whenever we go to a restaurant, I'm always like,
Yeah, he doesn't talk.
Right.
Yeah.
He's looking over my shoulder. I'm like, okay, great. Well,
And Kev, what are some of the things you like to do?
I'm a big video game nerd.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, video games on phone, on computer.
Okay.
I'm all over that stuff.
So anyways, we gotta wrap up because I know you guys got a show to do.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna let you do that and get some rest as well. So I have one last question, and that's my trademark question, so it's kind of fun.
Okay.
Is if you were a groupie or a big fan, okay, of any artist, any band, in any genre, and they can be dead or alive, each one of you are gonna answer, who would it be for?
I would easily be Jimi Hendrix's groupie.
Okay.
Whatever he wants me to be.
Right. Whatever he wants me to do, it's fine.
I'll do it. I'll be like, all right, Jimmy, you've got it.
Exactly.
You're to blame for this life you've given me.
Exactly. That's great. I
Yeah.
love that. Who do you think?
I'm gonna pick Chris Cornell. So
Okay.
he's still alive. I saw his solo show,
Okay.
back in Australia before I moved to England, and it was like the last show that I saw before I moved, and it was like I was like dead center in this concert hall and looking straight. I just melted. It was
Wow.
just, he's incredible.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Writer, singer, everything. It's wicked.
That's great. Kev, who would you pick?
For me, it would be Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy. I know he's a bass player and that's
Yeah.
not cool, but
Right.
Oh.
That's not cool. Of course that's cool, right? You hit him.
I've got permission.
Oh,
he
yeah,
will.
later.
He will. Yeah. Don't worry, he will.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, he was. But he was the epitome of cool and
Oh.
everything. Yeah, it was the first band that I started listening to and really got heavily into, and yeah, Phil's the man.
Right. Well, guys, we're so excited for tonight and can't wait for this fantastic show. And once again, for all this information and more, just go to FrontRowFilms.com.